Hi everyone.
Mira. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Have
Hello,
you
good
guys eat
evening.
have have you guys ate dinner already?
Yes, I just ate my dinner like 30 minutes ago.
Alright.
Yes,
So we're going to wait for Faseha to join.
Okay.
Hello, guys.
Faseha.
Hello,
Alright.
Pasya.
So I see that everyone are here. So good evening everyone. Thank you all for attending today's meeting. Alright, so like you guys know, our agenda for today's meeting to consider the best country for our 2026 field trip. Right, before we going furthermore, I'm going to assign someone to become a minute taker. Can Fasiha be a minute taker?
Yes, I can be the minute taker.
Alright. Wait. Okay. So before we start considering the new proposal, let's briefly review about last year's trip to China. We know that the trip was overall successful. However, we encountered several challenges. Would anyone like to share their experience during our field trip to China last year? Anyone can start.
okay. Reflecting on our field trip to China last year, one of our primary operational challenge is we faced was the difficulty in setting halal meal and accessible prayer facility for Muslim participants. This often caused the logistical delays.
Anyone would like to add?
I want to share my experience. So, because China is one of the most popular tourist destination, so the major attraction or the tourist place that we go are often extremely crowded. So we have a few challenges because of the crowd. Like we have limited ability to fully appreciate or learn the place that we go because of the we have to compete with other tourists, and also I think we lose the opportunity to engage with the local community because of the crowd. So we are not fully exchange our culture and knowledge there. So I think that's my experience about last time trip.
Okay, for me, about our last China trip last year is the main problem for me is language barrier lah. So basically, what we facing is in language barrier is like how do we communicate with them because as we know like not all of them, but some of them or most of the elderly usually have this problem, which is they don't really use English as their second language. So it makes quite difficult for us to, even though we already planned the trip, the where we want to go, but sometimes when we go to the place that we need to ask them, like certain place that is not easy or accessible, like really easy to see. So we want to ask people, right? But we can't do that because they just say, "Oh, no English, no English," because they don't know how to speak English very well. And also about the sign, also the signboard is also they have most of them is in China in Mandarin or China language. It's not in English. So quite difficult for us to find our way lah, basically. Yes.
All right, I see that everyone have a different opinion. So thank you all for the feedback. So I think it's the best for us to learn from the previous field trip. The purpose is because we don't want to make same mistakes again while considering the new destination for this year. And we want everyone to have the enjoyable field trip for this year. So I think we already spent enough time on this topic. So let's move to the main objective, which is discussing about the destination for our field trip this year. So we know that our main objective to choose the place, we must consider it in every aspect, such as culture and also educational beliefs, travel convenience, about the budget estimation, proposed date and duration, also the number of participants to join this field trip. Right. And also, I already read all of the emails that you guys sent. So I see that everyone suggesting a different country. For example, Japan, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Turkey, and also for me, I suggest South Korea. Therefore, I would like each member to briefly present their suggestion. So anyone can start.
May I go first? Okay, so my suggestion is we go to Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Um, so basically, my plan is to go on August, which is from, if I'm not mistaken, is from 15 to 19, 15 to 19 August, which is 5 days and 4 nights. So we will take in flight at 15, then return back at 19. So we're going to do several activities during that few days. Um, and other than that, so um, we're going for accommodation. I didn't find the exact motel or any place to be there yet, but I have been like searching around the place that really suitable for us to stay. Like the area is not too rural or too in the big city that far away from our further plan. So I also have a plan to go to university, which is the university with the Universitas Gadjah Mada or UGM. So we will be there for 2 days. Okay, that's my first plan. My first like initial plan. So during these 2 days, we're going to have a cultural activities. We're going to like do some activities at the university with our student and their student. And also the next place is I want to go to, there's two places that really um related to historical place, which is um, okay, which is wait so there's two places for this historical temple that we want to go, even though these two temple is quite far between each other, but um I've known that we can use public transport or even use Grab because as we know in Indonesia, they have a lot of public transportation and they mostly use Grab as public transportation. I also find another I also find another idea, like we recruit a private driver from a company that let us to have a van and also a driver that will drive us from one place to another place for this whole 5 days. Okay, so we will have a driver and a car or aids for mobility to move from one place to another place. And also, the last one is we're going to one famous mosque at the Yogyakarta. So last day we're going to do like gotong royong at there. So with they're from student from UGM also. So that's the last day before we're going back. Okay, and lastly, um, of course, we know as in Indonesia, there's quite less language barrier because as we know, they speak Indonesian language, which is really similarly to us, and also halal food, of course. As we know, we're going to a place that quite famous for Muslim area. So I don't think that's a difficulty about that lah. Okay, so that's my idea. What do you guys think?
All right, thank you for your idea. So as I know that you want to go to Indonesia, the benefits of it like cultural and also educational belief, right? All right. So can we move to other person?
Well, I want to propose my destination. Okay, so for the destination, I would like to propose Almaty, Kazakhstan. So the main reason why I choose Kazakhstan because Kazakhstan offer a unique cultural experience that is different from other destination. Like Almaty, Kazakhstan will combine a modern city life and also natural scenery, so we can get a meaningful exposure for all the participants. And then another reason why I choose Kazakhstan because it's less crowded compared to destination we go last trip. And other than that, Kazakhstan society has a sorry, and the Kazakhstan society has a strong tradition of welcoming and respecting a tourist or a guest. So it means we can engage with the local community more. And if we talk about Ammar or Aniza concern in terms of language barrier and halal food, it's not a big issue because the local community will able to communicate in English. And if they cannot, we can use the apps to communicate with them. And for the halal food, Kazakhstan is a Muslim majority country, so it's easy to get halal food. Even the facilities like mosque also easy to find. Okay, so for the date, I will suggest 8 day and 7 night trip from 19 to 26 September 2026. So this date is ideal because the autumn weather that time is so perfect for outdoor exploration. And then the main reason why I specifically propose this date because we can get the opportunity to experience Alma Festival. So that Alma Festival usually they will held at the end of the September. And if you want to know, Alma Festival is a cultural festival that will reflect Apple as the identity of the Almaty. So the participant can get a big opportunity to learn about Kazakhstan culture. And then for the itinerary, I will propose visiting Sindul Mountain for the scenery of the Kaibaka. And then we can visit Kerikion to explore rock formation, visit Zalianit Bazaar to experience local food, culture, and also we can get shopping. And also not forget about the Alma Festival, we can go there. And then in terms of the budget, we will estimate approximately 5,300 per person, which is can cover the return flight, accommodation, transportation, and also our daily expenses. And then I think Kazakhstan is affordable as the exchange rate between the Malaysia ringgit and also the Kazakhstan tenge is high. So I believe the is reasonable and also worthwhile. And then we also can have extra money to shopping or do any more activity. Yeah, so I think that's all for my proposal for this trip.
All
Uh,
right, thank you.
Great
Okay,
idea,
Lisa.
Alia. which is very detailed, sensitive, all of that. And with all the tentative, we can know that the Kazakhstan cultural, we can get more better with them. We can know their culture more better lah. Okay. But for my side of view, which is I'm proposing a cultural and leisure trip to Turkey. Okay. My primary reason to choose this destination because of relaxation. Okay. Through this trip, student will gain deep immersion into historical heritage, experience real life cultural exchange, and develop essential soft skills such as critical thinking and communication. Okay. The reason I choose Istanbul, firstly, the main highlight of this destination is Hagia Sophia, a magnificent UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, its breathtaking architecture featured a brilliant combination of Christian mosaic and Islamic calligraphy under one massive temple mosque. Okay. Secondly, is Istanbul offer an exceptionally Muslim-friendly environment like Kazakhstan also. Because Turkey is a predominantly Muslim nation, halal dining is universally available and prayer facility are seamlessly integrated into every public historical site. This ensure a comfortable, respectful, and highly efficient travel experience for our entire student group. Okay, moving on the proposed dates, I suggest a 5-day trip from 3rd to 7th May 2026, falling perfectly during our mid-semester break. Okay. May is the absolute best time to visit because it marks the beautiful spring season. Okay. The weather is optimal and comfortable for sightseeing, and the tourist volume remains moderate compared to the peak summer. Okay. This timing will allow participants to comfortably enjoy the fresh breeze of the Sea of Marmara and experience Istanbul at its most complete with blooming wisteria flowers framing the historical landscape. Okay, in terms of budget, this 5-day itinerary is highly practical and affordable for students. The estimate cost is between 4,500 to 6,000 per participant. This is comprehensive, all-inclusive budget that already cover return flight ticket, accommodation, local transportation, meal, and all basic daily expenses. I'm also planning, gonna do like a tour guide like Ama suggests on the Indonesia. Yeah, we're gonna use that as a transportation also, and they can guide us where is the history, and they can explain us about the history there lah. Giving the rich cultural value, historical education, unforgettable experience Istanbul offer. This budget is incredibly reasonable and ensure a high return on investment for our student. That's all from me. Thank you for your time and consideration.
All right, thank you for both of you, Alia Umaira and also Niza Himan. So I see that you guys have such as interesting idea. All right, so let's move to Fasiha.
Okay, so I would like to propose us to go for an educational trip to Tokyo, Japan. So why Tokyo, Japan? It is because everyone knows that it is one of the most because it is everyone knows that it is one of the most safe country in the world, and also it known for its clean environment. So this this will make Japan as a very safe place to travel and makes us comfortable to travel to. And one of the main reason of me choosing Tokyo as a proposal to visit for education trip is because of its technology. So everyone knows that Japan is known for its technology, right? So it is also known for its advancement of the technology, AI, or robotics. So, for example, if we go to the Tokyo, Japan, so we can observe or witness the excellence of the transport system. For example, if you want to see other advancement of the technology, we can go to Tepia Advancement Technology Gallery because it showcase the latest technology of innovation of Japan that shows in interactive way. So it shows how the latest technology in Japan can be implemented in real life to solve our daily problems. And the other reason why I choose Tokyo, Japan is because it's known for its world-class healthcare and research. So, for example, we can go to the Museum of Health and Medicine because we can observe and witness the involvement of the healthcare in Japan. And also, I choose Japan because it is a country that is balanced with the cultural and also technology. So, despite of the advancement of the technology, we can also see we can also see that they keep the cultural exist in their real life. So I propose this educational trip to fall on 2nd to 6th May, which is in semester break. And also, I chose this date because it falls on the spring season. So, because of spring season doesn't exist in Malaysia, so this also can attract the more members to participate on our educational trips, so that they can witness the pleasant weather and also the cherry blossoms. And also, I estimate that the budget will be approximately 5,000 to 7,000. So it covers the return flight ticket, the return flight ticket, and also the accommodation, uh, the entrance fee, and also the food. So um it will be around 5 days, and I just proposed two destinations, right? So for the remaining day, I suggest for us to go to the Tokyo Universal Studio, or also we can visit the cultural place like museum, or we can learn the traditional culture like dance, and also we can go for food hunting in Japan. So I think that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Faseha, for your fascinating idea. All right, so as for me, propose Seoul, South Korea as our destination field trip. So the reason why I choose Seoul, South Korea as our destination because it have a strong combination of traditional and also the modern culture. Also, it is a student-friendly city and have an excellent public transportation, like subway, and also the Muslim friendly facilities because Seoul, because the place that I proposed, just at the Seoul and then near to Seoul Center Mosque. All right, so unlike our previous trip to China where we faced language barrier, difficulty to find halal food and limited prayer facilities, I believe that Seoul offers a more convenient experience. So I will briefly describe about the tentative. So a student can visit the Gyeongbokgung place, which is we can learn about the Korean royal history, and then also Bukchon Hanok village, where this is the place where the student can experience about the traditional Korean lifestyle, and also in Sadang is where the Korean arts and also craft area locate, and also it is a walkable area that I know that student love this area. Also, lastly, Gwanjang Market, where the student can try the popular Korean street food such as fish cake, bibimbap, and also tteokbokki. Also, the date that I proposed, from 5th September to 11th September 2026. As we know, it is on a semester break, and also it required 7 days. Also, for the budget, budget that I allocated is approximately 4,000, where it include the flight ticket and also accommodation, and also the remaining budget can be a transportation, meals, entrance fees, and also for the personal expenses. All right, so okay, so everyone already briefly described about their destination. So let's move on to next agenda. So before we move on to voting, I would like us to evaluate each destination based on the objective of our field trip. As our objective, educational and also cultural learning opportunities, budget affordability, accessibility and transportation, also for the convenience for Muslim students. So let's start with the cultural learning opportunities. What do you guys think? Which destination offer the strongest experience? Just anyone can start.
Okay, for me, for the cultural and educational learning opportunities, Japan is the most suitable destination we can go because we can go see their cultural because they all their food is different from us, and then for educational also we can see the technology at there, how their syllabus about uh, what they teaching all of that lah. For Japan, I supposedly Japan.
All right, thank you, Niza. Also, I support your opinion because I see that Fasiha said that Japan, the main objective is there to learn about the educational purpose, educational belief there. So anyone, do you guys have any opinion?
In terms of educational and cultural, I will agree with Japan.
All right. Okay. So, next for the budget affordability, which destination do you guys think have budget affordability according to students? That student can afford it.
I think that
Um,
Indonesia, can I can I
you go
talk?
first.
Okay, so I think that Indonesia is the uh, Indonesia has the least budget if you want to go for education trip because as we know it is our neighboring country, so I think that the budget for the transportation also um, the flight ticket so it will be cheaper and then also food is also the food is also similar to us, and I think that the currency is lower than Malaysia, so I think that uh, it will be a budget friendly travel for us if we want to go to the Indonesia.
I
Yes, I
support with
strongly believe also.
Fasiha. But I think Kazakhstan is also a friendly budget. It's kind of similar with Indonesia. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with both of you.
All right. Okay. So let's move to the other. So which destination do you guys think have a good accessibility and also transportation? Okay. In my opinion, I think Seoul, South Korea have a good transportation because it have many subway station that you guys can just find it at there. What do you guys think?
Isn't it like Korea transportation? Sorry, I'm asking. Okay, so isn't it Korea transportation is quite difficulty to be used? I guess how to say like that? Is it?
Do you point out about the language like the signboard, how we want to read it?
Yes, yes. About the sign language. No, sign language. Sorry, I mean about the signboard and the like that lah.
Oh, okay. So, we know that these days have so many AI application that we can use like Google Assistant. We can just use our smartphone and then just take the picture of the signboard, and the AI can assist us like, oh, this is the station for this is a station to go to Incheon, like that. So I think it's not really a big deal. So what do you guys think?
Can I interrupt about the transport just now? So I think that Japan is also have multiple public transport that we can use. For example, they have Japan has bullet train, also subway, taxi or bus. So it is more convenient if you want to travel to Japan.
I think even though, okay, my point of view for transportation is, I think even though Indonesia don't have like current or modern transportation, but they have a lot of, like I stated before, they have a lot of Grab. Even though they even have motorcycle Grab, okay, for taking people to go to somewhere else. Because as we see in Malaysia, I don't think there's any motorcycle Grab that take people from one place to another place. We still at a level where uh, a motorcycle only take food and things to bring from one place to another place. So I think Indonesia is quite good because I think the Grab will be cheaper compared to another country transportation.
Yeah.
I think I disagree with Amma because we go, we go travel in group. So I think that the Grab motorcycle isn't suitable for us to go to travel. Yeah.
Uh, for me, I agree with Amma because based on my experience, like Amma and I suggest we use the tour guide, like we rent for a van maybe. So we we not we're not wasting time to just walk to go uh, to the subway, all of that. So by using tour guide, we can decrease the budget for transportation, and we also can reduce time to go to the subway lah.
Okay, sorry guys, sorry to interrupt again, but I just said that about the Grab motorcycle is not for all of us, but maybe like during night. So basically, if few people want to go out to go visit, because not all people have the opportunity to go to overseas, right? So maybe they can go to few place that they want to go that nearby our accommodation. So maybe they can use the transportation. But my plan is for the whole group to move from one point to another point. We just going to take the personal driver and personal driver and the van. Okay, so but even though it's similar to Niza place, because Niza said they will like hire the van and the driver, also the tour guide. But for me, for the Yogyakarta Indonesia trip, I don't hire like private tour guide tourist, or because you just want to go to the UGM University at the Yogyakarta, and the second one is the historical temple. So, um, uh, at the university, of course, we just going to we already decide like student from there to like help us to go around the university or in the university itself. But at the temple, which is the Borobudur and Prambanan temple, this is the famous historical temple. So like the lot of tourists come here already. So they have a personal tour guide at that place. So that's why for Indonesia already cut cost for tour guide. Okay.
All right, so I see everyone have such a different opinion. Okay, so let's move to the last part. Which destination most convenience for Muslim students?
think for the Muslim student, I will say Kazakhstan is also a Muslim friendly for a student because Kazakhstan is a Muslim country. So all the halal food, all the facilities like mosque is very easy to find there. Yeah.
Yeah, I also
Agree.
agree. I also agree with the Alia Umaira, and also Turkey also have such a convenience place for Muslim students. All right, so okay, so based on our discussion, it seems that every destination has its own strength, like Korea, Kazakhstan, Turkey, Japan, and also Indonesia. So thank you all for your valuable opinions. Right. So since we have considered the advantages and also disadvantages, like limitation of each destination, I think we now have enough information to proceed to the voting session. Right. So uh, let's um let's start for the voting session. Anyone would like to vote?
I think I would like to vote Indonesia as our destination for our educational trip um, because both because Malaysia and Indonesia have almost the same languages and also the food and also the traditions. So it makes us easier to adapt to the surroundings, and it is easier to communicate with the local people.
For me also, I agree with Fasiha, which is Indonesia, because Indonesia is highly affordable for student, and the currency exchange also is very favorable. Local food, transportation, and also the guest house are very cheap compared to our currency lah. This allows students to experience rich history, culture without breaking the bank. We can go to the temple by free. Maybe the entering fee also is more cheaper than Malaysia.
Okay, so I will vote Indonesia. Maybe Indonesia and Kazakhstan is like the same thing. It's Muslim friendly and also budget friendly. But when I think deeper, I will say that Indonesia is a uh, suitable destination we have to go because in terms of the transportation, I think Indonesia have a great and a good transportation to go anywhere we can go. I will vote for Indonesia.
Okay, since everyone also vote me, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think Indonesia really have points like for each item that we cross lah. So basically about the transportation, about the budget, about the distance. Okay, so less jet lag after our flight. Also cultural activities easier to share because it's not really differ from each other. And transportation is, I think as we know, like currency apa word currency or Indonesian currency now is basically Indonesia have lower. I think it's low compared to all of our destination. I think Indonesia have the lowest currency. What do you guys think, Myra?
All right. So but personally, I also love about the Kazakhstan. Like it less crowded also, but as I also think. I think Indonesia also such a good destination for our field trip because it have so many culture belief that we can learn from it. Also, I would like love to visit to the UGM University Gajah Mada. Am I mistake? Right. Okay. So I think I also share the same view. Like Indonesia appears to provide the best balance between the educational value, affordability, accessibility, and also the student convenience. So like everyone, agree about the Indonesia. So shall we proceed with Indonesia as the commit recommended destination for the 2026 field trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree.
Thank you everyone for choosing this destination. But for further, I will do a better plan and tentative. If we literally after this meeting, we usually eventually we'll choose this as our final destination. So I will plan more lah. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. So that's all for our meeting today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone.